Good afternoon, students. In this chapter, magnetic effect, this is the last topic, that is domestic electric circuits. And here we are studying, which we already learned in electricity chapter. Something we learned in heating effect about fuse, overloading, short circuit, live wire, neutral wire, right? The same thing which with extra brief we'll study here. Okay, so here, first let us understand what is domestic electric circuits. To complete an circuit, what type of a wire we are using and what are the role they are taking place in this circuit, that is what we are studying here. And till now we studied that how electricity produced through power plants and all, how it will store like a generator or electric motor and all we studied, right? So once they are prepared, the electricity is prepared, what is the next step? That should be reached to by every individual house or every particular buildings. So how will carry those electricity? Through wires. So as I told in the earlier class in electricity chapter, we have three types of wires and let us see in depth about them. And one more important is here. So we know that in our homes we receive supply of electric power through main supply, that is called as mains, either supported through overload electric poles by underground cables. And what I told about mains. Now what is mains? Mains is nothing but from where we are getting electric source. Through that, where we will get the electricity, we will get to our house which we have a main switchboard. So from poles or from underground cables, we will get to our home electric board. Before that, it will connect to the fuse. Later on to our electric reading or the electric motors. Later on to different circuit, it will distribute to our building. This is how electricity, the connection happens. So in that connection, we will see three types of wires which we already learned. So let it be, the first one is what? Live wire. The first one is live wire and the next one is neutral wire. Neutral wire, and one more we heard, that is what? Earth wire, right? Earth wire or grounded wire also it can be called, right? See, this is important color combination in this chapter. See, live wire can also called as positive wire, and that particular wire, the conductor where the electricity passing, that will be covered with red insulation. Understood? That conductor will be covered with red insulation. So live wire will indicate with red color. And the next one is neutral wire. Neutral wire, this is also called as negative wire, and that will be covered with black insulation. So black color, okay. And the next one is earth wire, which is for the safety purpose, and that will be indicated or that will be covered with green insulation. Understood? And you should remember all this color, that is live means red, neutral means black, and earth means green color. So this was what they are given in the textbook, and this was what we used to observe in those wires. But we can observe a different color coding for these wires. So that is a brown, and they will use blue color and all. So as shown in the diagram, observe what was the new version of this color about live and neutral wire. So blue and brown, right? But make sure in the textbook they are given only this part of color coding. So if they ask, you should write only this one, live, neutral, earth. If you want, you can write both also under live wire and neutral wire. Okay. Why they pick red? Red because live wire is nothing but where electricity will be flowing all the time. See, if this is our main board and we have switch here. So we have switch here and later we have our bulb. So from here we'll get electric supply like a voice started. This is our live wire. So in the live wire, the current keeps flowing all the time. In the live wire, the current keeps flowing all the time, right? All the time. And as I told, neutral wire is used to complete the circuit, right? So if the current passes, if the current we get from the board to our appliance, to complete the wire, there should be another circuit, right? So this is a wire, which live wire, where the current will be flowing all the time. And to complete the circuit, we use one wire that is called as neutral wire. Observe, if the switch is off, neutral wire, there is no flow of current in neutral wire. Only if the switch is on, to complete the circuit, the current will flow through the circuit. So when we switch on, the current will pass in the neutral wire. If you switch off, the current won't flow in neutral wire. So remember, the current will be always flowing in live wire. So why they gave red means something like a danger. Live wire is a danger. So they gave red color code. And neutral wire is black because it is something a dead wire. Only if we on the switch on and off, the current will flow. Otherwise, if the switch is off, the current won't flow. So something like a dead wire, they indicated black color. And what about earth wire? I will tell why earth wire used later. Earth wire is something for the safety purposes, to avoid shocking and all. So for that purpose, they used green color. And this is how the color combination. And here remember, live wire and neutral wire, in between these two wires will have 220 volt current, 220 volt, and in terms of frequency we'll have 50 hertz. So again, this is a expected question. What was the potential difference between neutral and live wire? So the potential difference between these two is 220 in India. As I told in the last class, while explaining DC and AC, we'll have particular range of particular frequencies in each individual countries, right? So in India we have 220 volt in between these two wires, and in terms of frequency we can call it as 50 hertz. And earth wire will be 0 volt. Okay, so this is the main point. I hope you understood, and let us jump to the next part. So as I told, look at this diagram. At a meter board in a house, this wire passes into electric meter through main fuse. Through the main switch, they are connected to the line wires in the house. Those wires supply electricity to separate circuit within the house. So this is how electric connection happens. As I told, there are two different circuits connected in a home. Now let us see what are those two different circuits. See the two different circuits. One circuit will be high power rating, that is 15 ampere, and another one is low power rating, that will be 5 ampere. See, 15 ampere circuit is made for high usage appliances, for example washing machine, fridge, TV, AC, those air coolers and all. For that 15 ampere volt circuit will be made. For 5 is electric bulb, fan, for small usage of current. For that 5 ampere volt circuit will be made. Okay, and this one I did not mention in the notes, so make sure to add this particular point here and understand the concept how we use 15 ampere and 5 ampere circuit. Okay, now let us understand this domestic electric circuit diagram. Look at the diagram. See, observe here the earth wire, live wire, neutral wire, how they are connected in a circuit, or in the process how they will connect from poles to our home. See, in each separate circuit, different appliances can be connected across the live wire and neutral wire. Each appliances has separate switch on and off the flow of current through it. In order that each appliances has equal potential difference, they are connected parallel to each other. So observe this diagram. We have some appliances here. It contains 3 wires, live wire and neutral wire and earth wire. Now we understood what is the purpose of live wire and neutral wire, right? The current will keep flowing in the live wire, and when we to complete the circuit, when we on and off the switch, it will again passes to neutral wire, and hence current the flow in a circuit. So what about this earth wire? So whenever, and I told about what short circuit. What is short circuit? When these live wire and neutral wire come contact with each other, the current will produce in high amount, and hence it leads to the short circuit. In the same manner, see, if this is our neutral wire and this is our live wire, due to some purpose or due to some reasons, if some small breakage happens in a live wire, what happens? The live wire, we know that current will be flowing even if the switch on or switch off. The current will be flowing 24/7. So when some breakage happens in an insulation part, what happens? The current will start flowing on that metallic body, and we know that all the devices use coated with metallic oil. They use metallic to for the preparing those wires, preparing for those devices. So you see metallic surfaces on all the appliances. So when the live wire got exposed and the charges start flowing to the metallic body, and I think we observe that in some cases, whenever if we touch some electric appliances, we will feel that sudden shocking, right? That is due to this one. When live wire has been breakage in small amount, and the electrons will flow through the metallic body, and if we touch, we will experience a shocking. And to avoid that one, to avoid that shocking, the what green color one, the earth wire is connected. Earth wire. The earth wire, which has insulation of green color, is usually connected to a metal plate deep in the earth near the house. See what I told here? It is connected on a metal plate deep in the earth. So when it is connected on a metal plate, and it will complete the circuit, like the leakage of this current through an earth wire, it will passes to the ground surface, right? So this is how it will protect us from shock. And now look at this switch. This switch has 3 pins, right? One is bit long and thicker, and this one, which was longer and thicker, is called as grounded, and the rest of the two are live and neutral wire. Now what happens to this long and thicker wire is, this was the one pin which connects first and which removes last when we plug into any socket, since it is long and thicker, right? So what is the role of this earth pin is, the extra charge which was stored on this metallic plate will pass us to earth from this pin, so it avoids any leakage of current. And this 3-pin switch will usually observe to appliance with higher power, right? And appliance with lower power will usually observe only 2 pins. The roles of all the 3, right? What happens to the live wire, and what happens to the neutral, and what about the earth wire. Now let us recall what we studied earlier, that is overload and short circuit. And I won't tell much about this because we already studied this one, right? So let us quickly recall what is fuse. It is a small piece of tin and lead alloy which has high resistance and low melting point, and it is a device which we use to protect an electrical appliance from overload and short circuit. Now what is overload? The excessive flow of current due to overuse of appliance or from external source also, that is a sudden high current will flow in the circuit, right? Now what is short circuit? Flow of high current in the circuit. When the flow of high current happens? When live and neutral wire comes in direct contact, right? So these are the 3 things which we already learned in electricity chapters. So in this topic we learnt about live wire, neutral wire and earth wire. And earthing is done because leaking current will not harm any users, right? So then we learnt the potential difference between neutral and live wire is 220 volt, right? And in earth wire it is 0 voltage. And we saw a schematic diagram of one of the common domestic circuits. You just observe clearly in your textbook, you will understand. And we understood that 5 ampere usually used for low power consuming appliances, and 15 ampere current is used for higher power consuming appliances. And current will be always flowing in live wire, whereas in neutral wire only when we switch on the circuit the current flows in neutral wire. Students, open your textbook. Under this domestic circuit there are 3 index questions which I gave it as a homework. Name 2 safety measures commonly used in electric circuit and appliances, which we know. You should write, think and write, okay? Don't just copy. And what precautions should be taken to avoid the overloading for domestic electric circuit? This is also I mentioned here. And look at the second question and the in-text question, second one. See, an electric oven of 2 kilowatt. Watt means what? It is SI unit of power, right? So 2 kilowatt. Kilo means 2000 watt. Rating operated in a domestic circuit, and given that potential difference is 220 volt. That has a current carrying 5 ampere. So this is note. The circuit has made up of that the current, only 5 ampere current can be passes in that. And here what result do you expect and explain? So this is give reason type question, that is application type, analysis type, you should think and give. Look at the question, they are given P and V and what type of a circuit. That circuit flows 5 ampere current and we should comment based on this statement. So we have P, V. So what was the expected equation we should use here? P is equal to VI. But we have PV, right? So what happens? P by V is equal to I. So we should find out what is the current in this particular devices. So what we should do? P is, we know that 2000 and V is what? 220 and calculate. So what happens? We will get 9.09 ampere. And recall earlier what I told, in our buildings usually we will take two types of circuits. One is with 15 ampere and another one is 5 ampere. And here they are given 5 ampere. 5 ampere means what? That is for low rating powers. It is used only like fans and electric bulb. So here they are given, what the question, they are given, consider domestic circuit, electric oven with only 5 ampere. So since we got above 9, so what is that? We got above 9 ampere. So what was the comment we can show here? So what is our answer? The current drawn by the electric oven is 9.09 ampere, which exceeds the safe limit of the circuit. So fuse element of the electric fuse will melt and circuit will break. So since we got more than 5, this leads to short circuit or overloading. This should be our ending statement for this question. So the same thing you should write in the homework, okay? Let us recall from the beginning, that is magnetic effect of electric current. See, along with me, open your textbooks. So this is our last part of this chapter, and we covered all the things: magnetic field and field lines, then magnetic field in a current carrying conductor, through straight conductor, right hand thumb rule, circular roof, solenoid. Then we studied about force on a current carrying conductor. Then we studied Fleming's left hand rule. Then electric motor, electromagnetic induction. Then we studied Fleming's right hand rule. Then electric generator, and the last topic is domestic electric circuit. So we covered all the topics in this chapter.